All right, Eugene. Backyard repair here for another. I think. Sure, we're recording here. Yep, we're recording. Alright. We got ourselves a Hyper Tough. This one's been here before. Gentleman got himself a new one. We're gonna take this one apart one more time. I think it's got a primer issue here. Hit this primer, it doesn't do much. I think we're gonna disassemble this thing. We're gonna take a look at this primer. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Gentleman gave us. I think we might even take. We might actually yank the motor off, yank this off, and paint the deck. Maybe make it look a little bit better. And then we're gonna get rid of it. So we'll get rid of it on the cheap, and somebody else will get themselves more, maybe get themselves a couple more years out of it for next to nothing. So let's get some tools out and see if we can get that cover off. Gotta get this cover off right here. All right, let's do it. All right, got some tools here. I got her up on the lift table. I think the lift table might be taking a trip too. I think we might take some somewhere here. I got some stain for the top. I think we might stain and seal the top and get rid of the lift table. It's just don't have the room in the backyard repair garage here for all that, so I keep it outside and I keep it covered, but then I gotta drag it all the way in the garage. I think this is the one that had the funky screws on it. I think it did. I think we might have to pause it one more time. I think this one had some like oddball size screw here. Yeah. All right. I think we'll have to pause you 1 second. It did. 9:30 seconds. I'm gonna grab my mat. Don't forget your snap-on magnetic mat here for the porch. Not like there'll be too many. If I remember right, I think it said like 9:30 seconds on one spot and then 5/16 on the next, and I don't know. Pretty strange. Strange. Yes. See that? These are different. I don't know what they were doing. 5/16 or 8mm on the next one. So we got one here that's a 9:30 seconds, and then the other two are normal. I don't get it. Why not just put 5/16 on them all? God bless the Chinese stuff. Brought needle nose out this time. Let's do 2 other bolts, not boots, bolts. The 5/16 and these 2 inner ones are 9:30 seconds. I don't know. So I couldn't find a 5/16 with a regular thread on there for like metal or plastic. Surely couldn't. I think this is a problem right here. I think it's primer. So this thing goes into the carburetor. I think it's not primer up there. Post fuel. See how this works. So pulls fuel off the center hole, this gasket here, and then goes it out through there. See if we get something. See if I can clean that. It runs good. I'll show you a defect with this one though. Get a little air on that. one thing it does is blow air into this, cause a vacuum in this hole, cause a vacuum in the primer ball, and then push air to this hole into the carburetor. Okay, squirting out of the carburetor, so except for it smells like water. Get back to the water thing on this again. It smells like water. This must have a big cap design or something. But this is the second time this motor's been here. And the person I got this from says he dumped out the fuel because he thought water had gotten into the tank and refilled it and it smelled like water again. I don't understand the cap. Alright, here's the bad design on this. Right here's the vent for the gas tank. The vent for this gas tank goes into this filter housing. So this thing sits in here, and then this thing is sitting in here. What happens is when you run the mower, it splashes fuel out of here, in the front of here, and it sucks it into the carburetor. So basically this is sitting here. The motor's running, it's vibrating this, and it's splashing fuel out of here and sucking, and the intake's at the bottom of the filter. So it sucks fuel into the intake, raw fuel, and floods it out the machine. There's no filter in the system. Not because I don't think it takes one, I don't think there's one on here. So that would slow it down, but the only thing that would slow down would be that the filter would end up being soaked until the point where you didn't need the primer anymore because it would be sucking fuel right through the filter. So basically, this needed to have a rubber hose to either feed it across the filter out the other side, or to bend it down so if it does drip, it'll drip way down in here and won't suck into the intake. Bad design. Very bad design. Why couldn't they put the vent on this side? No, they put it right in the air filter housing and then it splashes some fuel until it floods it out. I don't. I just know he says it starts up fine, or he can get to start with a couple times of the primer, which I think the primer ball or something's bad here. It's not in there by much, or it's not making a seal between here and the carburetor. But he said, but once he runs it for a while, it's hard to start the second time. I think that's why, because it's splashing so much fuel down into the engine that it's flooding it out. So, bad design, like I said. What do you want from more from a Walmart? I'm wondering what's the second. There's a valve right here. I wonder what that was for. It's like barbed, like it would have a primer hose that went into it. I mean, I imagine the carburetor is for a couple different models. It's plastic, so it's high quality here. This hose is not fun to get off. Nothing to fight against. And if I can wiggle this thing out. Help me understand this thing. Oh, I don't like this design at all. Like it. Eddie, that's the guy I would give. What'd you put in this thing? It smells like old fuel. Even though I know he didn't. It's gonna be a flathead screwdriver. I can't get this hose off because there's nothing to fight against. It's plastic. Whatever this thing is just fell out. Check valve. No, it's just some kind of air vent. I don't know. People, this is what we're looking forward to. Cheap plastic stuff. It doesn't last. I can't figure out how to get that off because looks like I gotta remove the tank. Which means you gotta remove the whole top. I will bring it back in a second when I get the fuel line off. Hang on. She's off. It's not fun prying on that hose, I can tell you that. Whoops, and there with the tools. Alright, we're going to back you up a little bit here. Pause you 1 second and back you up, and we're going to take a look at this carb. Alright, we got the carb on the paper towel. Well, they were nice enough to use the 9/32 down here too. This is plastic carburetor, so the only thing it can be is water. Or, well, it can be dirt in the tank, but I don't know if there's a filter inside the tank. It's a plastic carb, so it can't rust. Of course, like I said, the vent that's on the side here, the other thing holds that vent on is a metal bracket here, touches the bracket. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not buying the Hyper Tough Walmart brand mower, but I mean, when it runs, I guess it's a decent mower. Just the parts are not fixable, really. It is using a Brink & Stratton motor. I mean, not that they're any good anymore, but nothing to pry on to get the nothing to pry on anything to get this apart. I'll get a bigger screwdriver. Alright, we get the air filter cover reinstalled here. Carburetor has been cleaned, tank's been cleaned. I had to take the cover back off here to get the recirculation tube back on. That's all been done. Not sure where this video is going here because I keep forgetting to turn the camera on. So if I repeat myself on something or something gets missed, I apologize. There's a plastic ring around this primer bowl. I have a feeling that the ring failed from the heat. It failed on the top side from the heat from the motor. It's plastic, so it didn't weather well. We'll find out in a second. I can try to look. It's hard to look in here to see if this primer's working. I gotta find some kind of filter for this too. Need to find some place, maybe furnace filter or something that, made out of a foam material that I can just cut. This is the first time I ran across a mower without a filter. I'm trying to keep them cheap so we can get rid of them cheap on a repair. If I don't have to go buy a $8 filter, that's really hard to at the end of the season. I can keep the cost down. Two more screws here. 9/32 that I love so much. This is what pulls the carburetor to the plastic carburetor to the back of this housing and supposedly seals it off. Problem is, carburetor is this way, and one hole's here and one hole's way down there. I'm not sure how well pull the gasket tight. I think when I got this the first time, the filter was pretty much rotted out. And I think I told the person that owns it that it needed a new filter. That's on. Here we'll get some non-ethanol fuel in it. Got a can that says non-ethanol on it. One right here that's marked non-ethanol. It's got this stupid cap on here. It welds itself on there from the heat. It's a little can, but I found the cap, and then when I stuck some, it's like for like a cane or something, but then I stuck some hot glue to kind of make it a little bit smaller so it fits on here. Well, that worked out great because every time it gets warm, glue sticks alright. Tiny tank. We'll give whoever going to get a full tank of gas here. Alright, now maybe we're going to stop. I don't want it on the floor. I know what's going to happen. Black tank over here. Can't see that well. Overflow on the floor. I'm going to get a light and see if it's priming. Here's that piece of Scotch Brite. Scotch Brite made a nice filter. Yep, keep priming now. Because that ring. It's a shame. But once you push against it, it's fine. Alright, I think we're going to up some stuff here. Let me get this back on the floor. something tells me in the old spidey senses it's not a smart idea to start it up there on top of that bench. Or on top of that lift table. Don't know why, but something says pain, hurt, hospital. No. None of them I want to try today. I got work later. Hopefully one day I'll get enough subscribers and the Walmart work thing will be over. Wouldn't mind doing this full time, repairing stuff, making the videos for you guys. It'd be cool. Alright. I'm gonna squeeze the handle for that to let the table down. What's this? Ooh. That's right. I got a bungee to it and the table's gonna want to go down, but the mower's not. I'll hang on it. I'll put the G.I. Joe with the robo grip on it. We'll go on the back side of the mower. And the door side with the table, as in out the door. Alright. Make sure you can see here. With some tools so I don't knock anything over. Give her a pull. See if I can hit my elbow off the bench. Good job. Nice cleaning. Hang on. See if I can back this up a little bit, this camera. Come on. It just spit grass out the bottom of this mower everywhere. White grass. That's funny. What runs? I gotta get a new tripod. It sucks. These grill pods are good. But they use cups for the feet, and one of them cracked. So it wants to keep collapsing in the front. Anyway, just put that leg in the back. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, there we have it. It runs. We're gonna take care of this too. We're either gonna heat this up with the. What we'll do is we'll slide a wire in there. It's bendable. Any wire is bendable, but we're gonna slide a thin wire. I think I'll heat this up with the heat gun. So I don't catch myself on fire. I think we're gonna put a bend in this, so it faces down this way. That way, maybe it won't splash. And what happens is it splashes and hits the top of the primer and runs right down to where the air intake is. I don't understand it. Hang on 1 second here. We'll pause it. Maybe I'll see if I got a piece of hose I can get on that. All right, we have a slick idea here. Turn this a little bit. Put a piece of rubber hose on here. The hook, I think it hooks on the outside of this. Ran through the back of this. Yeah, it hooks right here. Ran through the back of this. We're gonna clip it out so it's outside the carburetor housing, so it'll stop splashing fuel into the carburetor and flooding it out. See if that helps. 2 seconds. Piece of rubber hose off the bench. Bring it to the outside. Put it on. There we go. Now it's going to vent outside the air filter housing. I'm not going to make the air filter have a air filter in it. Yeah, the air filter housing with no air filter. I think. That's supposed to stamp on. Not affecting anything. Filter will still go below it. There we go. There you have it, folks. Hack for the Hyper Tough. You got Hyper Tough and you have a problem with it with a full tank and you run it and it seems to spit and sputter and want to die out, or you have a hard time restarting it, you might want to try try putting this hose on there. So it's just a piece of hose that you shove on here, the hole right here out the side, clip it off. That way it'll take the vent from in here to out here and won't splash in and so to filter down and cause your motor to either run poorly or have a hard time starting it. Let's bring this camera up a little bit here. Alright, there we go. Alright, if you got any information out of this video, please like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Eugene's Backyard Repair on both of them. One of them has no S on it. Picture project, funny videos, drift girls, things of nature, screenshots, roadside finds. Go check all them out. Sign up for all of them. Like, share, subscribe. Like you said, give a thumbs up and make a comment. We're out of here. Peace. She is. One Hyper Tough mower from Walmart. Awesome. Bye.